Well, that went shit quickly, didn't it? This season really spiraled out of control. I haven't posted anything for a while because I've just not really had much energy to talk about Real Madrid. It's not that anyone cares anyway, to be honest. But I still watch every game. I still want the team to do well. But this season, I cannot believe Xabi Alonso has been sacked. I'm very against the decision. I blame a lot of the problems at the moment on Florentino Perez. And yeah, I had such high excitements in the summer, and yeah, now we've got Arbeloa as a manager for the rest of the season. Florentino Perez has definitely been one of the best presidents we've had, obviously, throughout history, but he's not been flawless, and everyone has their time. Maybe it is time for him to move on. I mean, he's not going to be moving on for a while, I think. But you know, we can't forget the mistakes he's made. How he handled Fernando Redondo back in 2000 when he first took over was a joke. It was absolutely unfair to a legend of the club. The Makaleli situation, getting in David Beckham to replace Makaleli. He seemed to have learnt from his first stint, and generally in his second stint as a president, he's done much better. But I do think the decision to go after Mbappe with just even after Mbappe rejected us when we really needed to focus on replacing Kroos and Modric in our midfield has really fucked us over. And I think Mbappe is a great player, but as we saw with PSG, it doesn't matter if you've got Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe in the team. If you haven't got a team structure, um, you're not going to win anything. And we're really struggling at the moment. And if the players didn't respect a world class midfielder like Xavi Alonso, an average fullback like Arbeloa, you know, I don't know how well this is going to go. I really don't know. I really hope Arbeloa does well. I like Arbeloa. He's done fantastic at the Castilla team, winning. He won a treble with one of the juvenile teams. But you know, managing the first team is a whole other level, and I don't know where we go from this. I really don't. I think Perez needs to really have a long think and start giving more trust to these players. The decision to kind of back Vinicius and these players over Alonso is, really going to cost us, I think. So I just wanted to make this video. I don't really have much else to say, but thanks for watching. Well, that video you just saw, I decided not to post. You can probably see the beard's a bit longer, different t-shirt. It has been another few weeks since I last recorded that video because the apathy for Real Madrid has not gone anywhere. I wanted to continue what I was talking about before because even though Real Madrid have had a few good wins under Arbeloa, I still 100% believe it was a terrible idea to get rid of Alonso. I think he's going to prove that he will become a very important manager in the world of football. I think you can't do what you've done with Bayer Leverkusen and not be a very world-class manager. So I think we're going to look back on Alonso in a few years and think, wow, that could have been our manager. It is true. He's very young, so you know maybe the timing isn't right, and maybe it would have been better if he joined in a few years. But I think the growing pains of sticking with Xavi Alonso would have been worth it, and I just don't see Arbeloa getting much out of this team. But anyway, that's not why I wanted to post this video. But the main reason for getting this video up is obviously to show that the channel isn't dead and that I will still be posting on here. But just to say that I've been watching Real Madrid for over 20 years, and I don't know if there's a group of players that I like the least as this group of players right here. Partly it's obviously not their fault because some of them are very young, and it is a little bit difficult for a fan to get attached to young players the way you would to the legends of the club in the past who have been there since you were a kid. But also against Benfica recently, we got absolutely destroyed. Benfica could have won by more than they did. We were kind of fortunate; it was only 4 goals. We've now drawn them in the next round of the Champions League, and I can't say I'm that confident going into that game. But Gula got substituted in that game, and I wanted to talk about how he threw his arms up in the air, complained about why it's him getting substituted, and I think he was right. I thought he was probably perhaps our best player on the night, and I didn't think he deserved. I didn't think he deserved to be taken off. But he's another player. You see Vinicius bitching and moaning when he gets substituted. You see Bellingham on the pitch throwing his arms up, getting annoyed that players are not tracking his back runs. That he's having to try and do too much because he's he's trying to create attacks. He's trying to defend. There's too much space. The defenders look a bit lost. Again, we've got 21-year-old Huijsen playing with 22-year-old Asensio, with a 22-year-old left back. There is such a youthfulness to this team, and maybe in the next 3 or 4 years they will become the players we hope them to be. But right now, there's such a lack of leaders in this team, and they seem to be allowed to get away with whatever they want. Red cards, no discipline, complaining about substitutions. Arbeloa, I believe he might be a better individual manager, perhaps, for some of these players than Xabi Alonso. He might be a type of manager that Vinicius needs, someone to put his arm around and be a bit more of a mate. But I think the overall health of this club is going to deteriorate because he's not going to make any decisions that will be controversial, and he's going to let the players just get away with whatever they want, I think. And I'm very worried about where this team's heading, I've got to say. And that was the reason I wanted to post this video. But yeah, thanks for watching, anyone. See you soon.